Breaking news into NBC 10 right now at 11. A hoax forces a commercial airplane to make an emergency landing at Philadelphia International Airport. And so, again, we're calling this a hoax. Obviously, that's a major issue. An entire plane full of people turned around, diverted back to Philadelphia International Airport. And, you know, we've been talking about this morning. Again, we have the man who's the victim of this hoax, Christopher Schell. It's his birthday today. I understand we were going to try to talk to some security experts. Let's see if we've got Mark Murphy on the phone right now. Mark is a travel expert. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us. You're a travel expert. Talk to me about, yes, we've discovered this is a hoax, but talk to me about how this affects the FBI, the TSA, their ability to be effective in other areas when there could be a real threat when they're dealing with something like a hoax.
Well, it's a major distraction. Obviously, you've got all those resources on the ground now chasing somebody who thought this was funny. And it's like screaming fire in a crowded theater. I hope they get after this guy because something bad could be happening while their attention's diverted. And, of course, people are looking at this, especially the bad guys, and saying, hey, you know, a simple phone call or a simple post is going to get the attention diverted. So maybe something bad does happen somewhere else while that attention is on something like this.
Mark, while we have you here, we can literally just look at pictures and then comment on what we see. We're layman's here. Tell us about protocol. Was it followed?
Well, you know what? I focus on the travel side. I look at the TSA. I look at screening procedures. I think one of the challenges you have in any of these airports, there's this new millimeter wave technology that was installed to prevent the underwear bomber incident that happened over Detroit several years ago. The challenge with that, it's not in all the airports, and even if you walk through an airport like Philadelphia, you can very easily look down at the screening process and see where those machines are, where those machines aren't. And if you wanted to get something through, you can get something through. And there's been, you know, consistent breaches of security where people have brought things in that could be weapons that have brought liquids through. I mean, I've brought liquids through just absentmindedly, not even remember to take it out of my bag, and have just breezed through security. So this was supposedly a liquid threat. Obviously, it's a hoax, but those security protocols do get breached on a consistent basis. So I think the challenge for TSA is finding a way to do it and do it without invading everyone's privacy, which is another challenge.
Yeah, Mark, and that was the initial concern, that it was some sort of a liquid explosive. Mark Murphy, travel expert, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
And you're looking at Christopher Schell on his birthday, 29 years old, being escorted off that plane. All right, NBC 10's Harry Harrison is live in our digital operations